platforms to make money, right? So they don't show your content. They actually want you to pay to basically to show your content to your own audience. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, so, and then she was like, there's people out there that are like boosting their posts just to get likes because of the dopamine rush. So they're like basically like preying on those types of people who want the likes to get them to it's becoming more about this external validation piece. So you have to like, I mean, it all's ego, right?
Got to hop on a podcast with one of my previous clients, an amazing client, one of my students. She is so epic. I just want to say I'm about to hop on. I'll try to record some clips from this podcast. She's starting her own podcast, so I'm so honored to be on hers now. So we're gonna start recording. Everything's plugged in. I'm gonna put on my 2 current fave necklaces at the moment. God is a Woman and Unconditional Love. Someone ordered the Unconditional Love in an 18-inch and I made it and I fell in love, and now I'm like, I want it in an 18-inch. But I'm gonna put these on and we're gonna get started. Hello, my beautiful people. So today has been a very productive day. It is Thursday. This morning did my morning routine, made a new kind of breakfast. So I'm one of those people who I get hyper fixated on a food and then I'm over it and it's like dead to me. So for example, there was these protein yogurt packets that you could only get at a farmer's market. If you're in LA, it's at the Brentwood Farmers Market. I forgot what they're called. I think it's called like Froyo. I don't know, but a guy sells them and he's very energetic. I think he's from Venice. So if you see him, that's that. But anyway, I was obsessed with these yogurts. They were so delicious. They had so much protein and they kept me so full. I was loving them. I was like, to my husband, I was like, we're driving to go get these frozen yogurts. And then he literally was like, watch babe, in 2 weeks you're gonna be over these. And sure enough, I was like, I hate these now. I'm joking, like they're delicious. I love them, but like my fixation on it was done. Then I have that with avocado toast, even though I'm on avocado right now. Like sometimes I'm just like, avocados repulse me. And other times I'm like, I love avocado. I literally put a whole avocado, like I just had right now avocado toast with tempeh. Like I just like particular meals and I just would rather make them, which for me makes my life simpler. I like that. Like if you purchase any of my eating guides like Body by PB or the 21-day reset, like I like simplicity. That way you're not overwhelmed. You know, I'm gonna make this meal, it's chill, it's easy. I don't know, I like that. I like having go-to meals. It's not MasterChef for me versus like my husband. He's amazing at cooking. He like cooks a creative meal every day. I'm like, that's his creative outlet though. So it's different because for me, YouTube, like vlogging is my creative outlet. Creating courses, running ceremonies, like doing client sessions, like all of this is my creative outlet. So cooking for me is like, I guess maybe a little bit less creative, but essentially I'm like, now I'm back on like yogurt. Like I was off yogurt, I'm back on yogurt. I showed you in my grocery haul, my last vlog, the yogurts I love, so watch it if you want to know. I made a yogurt bowl you saw this morning. Then I got ready. I prepared for I wrote out everything what we're gonna do tonight for the full moon ceremony. It is the last full moon of 2022. I host these super powerful ceremonies. I've been doing it for now 2 years. I'll put some testimonials on the screen. People have mind-blowing results. I think I have like probably hundreds of testimonials at this point. I won't be able to put all of them on the screen obviously, but if you go to my Instagram and go to my divinity highlight, you'll see it is life-changing. If you have not come to a ceremony or you're not inside divinity, get inside divinity. It will change your life. You will genuinely love it. It's like my monthly membership, my monthly spiritual membership. It is out of this world, probably one of the best investments you'll make. So I hope. So it's so amazing. So I was prepping for that. Then I recorded a podcast with one of my former clients. She's still one of my students. She's amazing. Ashley, she's starting her own podcast, so she had me on. So that was her first coach. It was such a powerful episode. I'll let you know that was out. Also, I recorded a podcast on Tuesday. It went out, I want to say it went out on Tuesday. No, it went out on Wednesday. So I have a new podcast out. If you don't know, I have a podcast. I feel like most of you know, but if you don't, it's called Unlimited Abundance. Obviously, I post the episodes on here on YouTube, so if you ever want to watch them, they're on YouTube. You can watch them in the long format. They're also on most podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, what is it, like Shutterbox, Spotify. So it's called Unlimited Abundance with Polina. This week's episode, I shared personal stories about dating before I met my husband, how I basically raised my standards to meet my husband, and how I 10x my business. It's a really powerful episode. Then right now I'm about to go on a walk. I had this intuitive message in my meditation this morning that I need to go on a long walk, and I'm gonna re-listen to A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. I think this is my third time. I read it a long time ago, I believe, and then I re-listened to it this year, and I'm gonna re-listen to it again. I was listening to another podcast where he mentioned how much he loved the book and how he re-listens to it, the guy who was speaking, and I was like, oh my gosh, I should re-listen to it. So I'm gonna go on a hot girl walk with Mia, which is a little bit, if I wanna go on a hot girl walk with Mia, we walk a little bit slower. If anyone else walks their dog, you know what I'm talking about. Like when I walk by myself, I walk pretty fast. Not just as my husband. When my husband walks, it's like he walks so fast. And every time I'm like, why? My dad walks fast too. I think it's just men, I don't know. They're taller, right? So I feel like their strides are longer and they just walk more vigorously, versus women I feel like are more petite on average, like maybe shorter. Plus we usually maybe are wearing like heels or something, especially when I'm wearing heels. Oh, by the way, this is the God is a Woman necklace from Lift Your Frequency. It's literally the best seller. I feel like I'm always making these, and I understand why. It's so fucking sexy, honestly. It's peach moonstone, these really big beads. They're huge, and then, not huge, but you know, they're bigger than like the kind of smaller beads. And then they're covered in AB, so they have a really beautiful sheen. It has freshwater pearl and then a huge clear quartz, so you can set your custom intention, and it channels energy both ways. So your intention channels outwards, and it brings energy from life into your energetic field as well. This is the Unconditional Love necklace, which has smaller peach moonstone also covered in AB, and these peachy toned and colored pearls, freshwater pearls. So this is the 16-inch Unconditional Love, and this is the 18-inch God is a Woman. Someone just ordered this one in an 18-inch, the Unconditional Love in an 18-inch, and I loved it. I think they ordered it for their partner too, it seemed, or maybe for themselves, but it was, I love this in the 18-inch, but I also love this combo together. It's so pretty. So if you've wanted to order something from Lift Your Frequency, get your orders in so I can get them out to you, especially if you're ordering them as a gift for someone, like your friend, or you're asking from your partner for them to get it for you as a gift, like your boyfriend or your husband or your 10 lovers in Spain. Let them know, because I want to make sure you get your order as soon as possible, but because I have so many orders and I design and hand make all of them, it could take up to a week for me to get your order out. Not always, but I'm just depending on inventory and orders and all, you know, all these factors. So make sure you get your order in as soon as possible, basically. I curled my hair today because I was on the podcast and I didn't know if the video was gonna be ready, so I feel a little bit more put together. Yeah, because when I work from home, normally I just have my hair in a bun, which I should curl my hair more, but also like I feel like my hair is really healthy because I don't curl it as often. Mia already has her harness on, so we are gonna head out for a walk, listen to A New Earth. I made ceremonial cacao today. I used to have so many cute like to-go cups, but I have this issue, I will confess, or I do not clean them out and they get mold in them and then I have to throw them away. This is like, I'm getting vulnerable right now, genuinely. And so I'm trying to be better about always cleaning my cups out. Also, I think I left my Erewhon cup at like tumbler at my pole class, so I need to text the owner and see if she saw it. But I ordered new cups that I've wanted for a long time to walk with, like when I walk with my morning matcha or coffee or ceremonial cacao. And I ordered my husband one. I'll probably use it like as a stocking stuffer. I'm gonna put it in a cute bag too. I'll show you when they arrive. Keep the mystery alive. And then when I get back, I'm pretty much setting up for the ceremony. I host it. It's all via Zoom, by the way. And also, if when you're watching this, the ceremony is past, but you can still get access to it. So when you join Divinity, you will get access to everything. So if you join and the event's already passed, you'll get access to the full recording. So let's say it's like Monday, Tuesday next week when you're listening to this, like the 13th, for example. You right now can download it, join Divinity, and you will get the ceremony. So I always try to emphasize this. So if you could join at any time during the month. Of course, the earlier you join the month, then you're able to access the more events live, right? But it's okay if you can't. The full recordings are equally as powerful. Obviously, I love having you live, but just if you're watching this later, then you can still do this full moon ceremony. It's going to be so powerful. It's going to be to close out the chapter, create space, reflect. It's going to be beautiful. But when I get back, I'm going to set up for it. I host you guys under my copper pyramid in my like wellness area. So I light candles and I set up the whole space. I burn incense. I play the sound bowls. Like, I get everything set up because I do a guided meditation and sound bath and gentle hypnosis as part of the ceremony and ritual. And so I'm gonna get back and I basically set everything up before we go live, and then after we go live, it's an hour and a half, I'm gonna cook dinner for myself, and then maybe I'll go hang out with my parents. This is very wild. My husband has something this evening, and so I'm like when your friend that you do everything with is doing something, aka my husband, I'm like, I wanted to go to the sauna. Like, there's like a place called Pause and they have saunas, but all the sauna rooms are booked out tonight. And I was like, does everyone else have the same full moon idea as me? Everyone else wanted to go to the sauna? Weird. I'm like, I kind of want to do a float, but then I have like my hair's pretty fresh, so I don't want to rest my hair in the float. And also, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it grosses me out because like other people floated in there and I don't know what maybe they have endocrine disrupting lotions on, and then I'm gonna float in it. I don't know. I've done it before and I really enjoyed doing a float, but the hygiene aspect still makes me weary. All right, now that I've talked to you guys for 75 minutes, I'm just kidding, but still for so long, let's go on our walk. Into November, our most recent month, maybe things really began to click into place, or maybe things began to really fall apart, but just allowing yourself to observe what shifts began to happen in this month of November. Gems of self-love, of self-worth, self-acknowledgement. No matter what happened, maybe you feel it release physically. Multiple are arising, and just taking some time to breathe into it. Allow it to sink into your body. Just let whichever group arises to resonate with you. Physical, tangible work, and if you continue, you will achieve success. This is kind of our message going into 2023, is that you are building something, and you're not just, and it's important to know that this is 3 of Pentacles. So it's not just 1 or 2 or 3. You've made significant progress. All the other Pentacles, right, we think of 9 or even 10. So whatever you're building is going to be very important for your life. It's going to be like foundational. Like, and another thing is that a lot of things that are coming your way are destined. So the star also, that's a big message I always get when I read, is that destined things are coming your way. So like, I feel like, as an example, if I was dealing with a client and I pulled this card for her, I would know that something is going to happen that's like going to be very pivotal and important in your life. So if you drew this card, something really important and pivotal is going to unfold soon in your life. If it's not already unfolding, that's a destined. So maybe it's all, and like whenever you pull cards, the timelines can be very different. Maybe it's already happening. So if there's some big event occurring, know that this is like a destined event. I have a huge pimple here, so just ignore this. I need to like put a zit sticker on it. Me is barking. I'm really exhausted right now. I just led the full moon ceremony ritual. When I lead these spaces, I channel. Whenever I host these spaces, it's a lot for me to energetically hold the space. I know people, if you don't do this kind of work, it may seem not difficult, like, oh, you just led an event. But holding space for any kind of event is a lot on me energetically, and I channel everything inside. I channel the whole, I channel all the rituals and the ceremony and the meditation and the pick a card. Say we did tarot, so I channeled that, so I'm feeling like very emotionally exhausted, like in the best way. Like I'm so happy, but I'm so tired. So I'm gonna take an Epsom salt bath. It's a full moon energy, so I'm gonna take an Epsom salt bath. I got one yesterday with some eucalyptus from Whole Foods, and Epsom salt's really great at clearing your aura and energetic field, just salts in general, but Epsom salt in particular as well, or sea salt too. Extra magnesium. I feel like Epsom salt and sea salt. So if you ever want to clear your aura and energetic field, take an Epsom salt or a sea salt bath. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna wrap up this vlog here. I love you so much. All the links for everything I mentioned will be down below, so always be sure to check the description. I really put a lot of effort, you guys, in making the bar and getting all the links for you, so make sure you check out the description for all the links.